guess I'm just gonna wear this Donald hat for all the Disneydude vlogs. It's a nice Donald hat. I like it. I was gonna buy a Donald shirt, but my mom was like, "It's too girly. Screw it." What was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, Dumbo. So yeah, yesterday or Friday, the 30th of March, I saw Dumbo 2019. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the original Dumbo. I think that it's a good movie and with some good characters. It's not the longest movie. It's only about like 64 minutes. So, and I just think it's an alright film. It's pretty alright. Apparently, some people consider this to be their second favorite Disney film of all time, but I'm not really up there with that. So, yeah. Let's talk about this movie. When I first heard that they were going to make a Dumbo remake and that Tim Burton was going to direct it, I was like, this is not going to work at all. Man. I mean, just, how can you make a live action remake of a film with nothing but animals as their characters? There's a clown that gets Dumbo drunk. That's about all I can think of. You could turn the crows into blackface. They don't do that in this movie, thankfully. So, basically, the short answer is to just add some human characters and gives us a different perspective. So, yeah. Overall, I think this movie was a good film, but let's get into the nitty gritty. So, the film is about these two kids, their dad works at a surface. He works on land at a circus, and off track since I just confused the two words. When I first saw The Little Mermaid when I was like really little, I saw that Triton said the circus instead of the surface. So, yeah. Anyway, so now we're based about the two kids whose dad worked at the circus, and he was a war veteran. He's lost his arm. He really had for no reason about an arm. It doesn't affect the plot in any way. He just happens to not have an arm. You might as well just let him have his arm. So, because he has a dummy arm for most of the movie, so why not just, yeah. And of course, the Disney tradition, their mom is dead, so basically like, oh, Mom was so much better, she would have understand us. Oh, you suck at being a parent. And the dad's like, I guess I do suck. Oh, I'll never understand you. I'm a horrible father. But this chick's like, this Russian chick, I think she's Russian. She's like, no, you're good parent, and you need to just bedtime with your kids, and I guess I'm your love interest for this movie because you're a dude, I'm a chick, and this is a movie, so obviously we're going to have to hook up at the end because that's what Hollywood thinks happens in real life. So, yeah. They live at the circus, and an elephant named Miss Jumbo is about to have a baby. She was just in there and she's getting have a baby. And lo and behold, the baby just so happens to have really big ears. And of course, it's freaking, when the crowd figures that out, it is freaking hilarious. It is the funniest crap they have ever seen. Oh, he has big ears. My God. Grow the frick up. I mean, when Dumbo basically just falls out of the little baby carriage when he first gets to the circus, it says, "Dear baby Jumbo." Then the J falls off the thing, the D goes to Jumbo. That's how he got his name, Dumbo. So the crowd goes freaking insane. I'm just sitting there like, dude, what the frick? Is it really worth going that insane just because a baby elephant's ears just so happen to be big? Imagine if that was a human, dude. Like, the ears were bigger than normal. I mean, even when Dumbo starts flying, there were these 3 kids that I'm pretty sure I just pulled straight from the movie. And they're still laughing at Dumbo. Like, Jesus Christ, kids, will anything amuse you? And Dumbo rightfully sprays water on them because good for you, Dumbo. They freaking suck. I hate them. Although it probably was fun to be doing that role, I'd assume. So anyway, yeah. What else? Oh yeah, for some reason they're calling Dumbo a fake. Those are fake ears. A lot of the stuff at the circus is most likely fake. So, yeah. So, when Dumbo started flying, that was when, around that time would be when the original movie would end, but they expand upon it. Dumbo becomes famous, Dumbo the flying elephant, and this business dude played by Michael Keaton, who has a circus called Dreamland, he was like, and he tells the head of the other circus, who's played by Danny DeVito, it's like, so Mr. Batman's like, hey, I want Dumbo to be part of my circus. You want to come? And so, the Lorax is like, alright, sure, I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah. We'll go ahead and move on up to your dreamland, and they'll get a nice little penthouse or whatever. So they meet this acrobat. I forgot her name. I'm pretty sure she was Russian. I mentioned her earlier, and yeah. She does the act with Dumbo, but since the act didn't have the nets under there, they need the nets in case they fall off. It just screw up everything. They didn't die, they just really screwed up. And then Dumbo managed to find a section of Dreamland. Dreamland, I swear to God, sounds like a land to a Disney park. Like, say, for, like, imaginative stuff. I imagine that Figment would just take over the entire place. Anyway, back to the movie. Basically, he goes to another section of the park and he finds Mrs. Jumbo. And, yeah. So, they're all like, we're going to free Mrs. Jumbo. And the climax of the movie is just they go ahead and free Mrs. Jumbo. So, they free Mrs. Jumbo. Dumbo does his act. Dreamland burns down. And Dumbo is sent out to the wild. One nice little nod that I think is cool is that they have Dumbo plush toys in this movie. And the fact is that those are real Dumbo plush toys that you could buy at like a JCPenney or a Hot Topic or a Disney store or basically anywhere in a Disney theme park. So that is just cool. That is cool. So the last thing I want to talk about is regarding the songs. This is not a musical, and the songs are treated in the same way and how they did in the original. But most of the songs from the original, they still put them in a way. For instance, the train song, I forgot what it's called, is used as an instrumental in the very beginning. Baby Mine is just played as a campfire song. The Pink Elephant sequence, Pink Elephant's Operation, has basically the visuals, but without the song. And When I See an Elephant Fly was just cut out altogether. So, well, that kinda, it was used as a line. Yeah, so, kind of like how I think they're going to treat Be Prepared in the new Lion King movie. So Be Prepared was cut. Even though it's like the second best song in the movie, so what the frick. So of course Danny Elfman composed the music and it was pretty good. I was surprised that Michael Keaton's character wasn't played by Johnny Depp. I mean, if you told me that Tim Burton directed this movie and I didn't know that he directed it, I would be like, wait, Tim Burton directed this? It doesn't really look like his style. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a Big Fish-esque. I know, when I think of Tim Burton, I think of all gothic and creepy, like, say, Batman, or Beetlejuice, or Edward Scissorhands, or Sweetie Todd, or what Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, the movie, tried to rip off. I think that. I don't really think Dumbo, which is very bright and pretty. So, overall, it's actually one of the best Disney remakes out there. Although, considering the fact with Disney remakes, we have Alice in Wonderland, Maleficent, and Beauty and the Beast on that line up. Really, you could just go up from here. But the worst thing about this movie is that Dumbo didn't get drunk. What the frick, Disney? And so anyway, guys, it was great. It was a really good movie. That's the best thing in the world. And I'm hoping that Aladdin and The Lion King will be good movies too. I mean, Aladdin's got me sold, pretty much. I need to see a little bit more of The Lion King. So, yeah. Bye!